welcome to Christy's Stampin' Spot. I'm Christy. Welcome to my Thursday mini class, my double feature. And this week, I am doing the very super cute Holly Jolly Wishes, which is a great sentiment stamp set that's in the June to December mini catalog, or July to June. Wow, it's almost. I have a hard time with getting this right. It's July to December mini catalog. So let me go ahead and let's get started. I'm so glad you're here. Go ahead and turn you guys down. Rid of my. There we go. Yay! Okay. So today we're going to be making these two cute cards for the mini class, and they both feature the fabulous designer series paper, and we're going to use also an embossing folder, but really to highlight this stamp set and how versatile it is. I know Christmas is coming. It's going to be here before we know it, and sometimes we need to put some cards together that maybe look really awesome but doesn't take a lot of time, with lots of coloring and designs. So these are both very fabulous that you can use with different layouts with different kinds of stamps, and using any kind of your designer series papers or your embossing folders to let them do the work for you. So, and again, we're using the Holly Jolly Wishes, which is in the July to December mini catalog. You're going to find it on page 29. You can see below these very super cute Santas. And it has a really great stamp set of sentiments. We've got the Merry Christmas to you, have a Holly Jolly Christmas, we wish you a Merry Christmas, it's the most wonderful time of the year, be of good cheer, 'tis the season to be jolly, jingle all the way, and fa la la la. And we're actually going to do, so for the one card that's with the music, we're going to use that Merry Melody embossing folder that is also in here. And I forgot to mark it that we're going to use. And this is actually Joy to the World. So this is when you go to the very back and look it up. Embossing folders. Page 42. And this is, I don't know if you saw it, it's over here with these really pretty angels. You can see it's right here. And this is Joy. It's actually Joy to the World. It's a really great, it's one of our bigger 6x6, but it is a 3D embossing folder, so it gives a really fantastic impression. You guys really see that? The impression there? It's such a really nice, and that's Joy, inspired by Joy to the World, the music in the background. So that's also here. And then for the other set, I'm going to use this gorgeous, so this little piece of paper here, and this one right here is the Ever Eden designer series paper that is a special, and we're also going to use the gold 12x12 shimmer vellum. Oh, it's so gorgeous. So the shimmer vellum, you get 2 sheets of this 12x12, and look at that. Can you guys see? You see that shimmer? Oh, a little goes a long way. So we're actually going to use that with the Stitch So Sweetly dies, and that's what we've got right here. Is that? Ooh, that's really nice, really nice glare with the shimmer vellum, and that again is on page 45. You can find that the beautiful Black Beauty sweet there, but there's that gold shimmer vellum, and it is so pretty, and just adds a little bit of shine. And then what I'm going to do most of the work is the Ever Eden, and this is a part of that new suite. It's only available for a limited amount of time. So the Ever Eden paper, specialty paper, and the Ever Eden cotton paper, they are both only while supplies last, as well as the jewels, or the gems that come with it. But it pairs with the Ever Eden bundle. I think it's Eden Garden bundle, and those will be in the next catalog in the January. I think it's January to June mini catalog. as a bundle, but you can get it now early, so it's a sneak peek. But this gorgeous designer series paper is with this all this gold is only available in until while supplies last or until January 2nd. So it will not be going into the next catalog. It is so pretty, and that's actually the piece that we're going to use for this card. And then I used a piece of this to go behind here, just to add a little bit of extra behind the white. So it's a really pretty, it's a fabulous set of specialty designer series paper. So pretty, so perfect for Christmas, especially if you like greens. These greens are so pretty. It's the soft succulent. So these colors are, I think they're soft succulent, and it's not on the dimensions. I think I set where did I put my little paper? I meant to grab it before we started, and I totally forgot. I was having a terrible time. So my husband had refigured the printer, which is actually behind my laptop here. And when I reboot, because we had, of course, and we had to update and restart my computer, and it apparently set off some kind of mystery printing. So it was like printing right before it went off. I couldn't figure out how to turn it off. Anyway, so I totally lost my track. But here it is, the Ever Eaten. So you can get this Ever Eaten 12x12 designer series paper, Ever Eaten 12x12 cotton paper, and the Garden Gems. And that, like I said, they're only available until the end of this catalog, so January 2nd, I think. But the gorgeous garden, Eden's Garden Cling stamp, and the Eden dies, and the Eden's Garden stamp is distinctive, so it's so beautiful. And the garden dies are really gorgeous. Like, I love this. Oh, there's so many fabulous. But this is going to be in the next catalog, but this gorgeous paper will not. So I definitely, if you want some of this beautiful paper, I was trying to figure out what I was trying. It's Evening Evergreen Gold Foil soft succulent with the white, basic white. So it is a really stunning. Some of this is just, that is so beautiful. And that's the piece we're going to use today. Love, love, love. Love, love, love. Okay. So let's start with this really pretty card. And like I mentioned, this is a mini card class. So if you place a $30 order in my online store, I will send you the card kit, to make these for yourself. So in your envelope, you'll get your pieces. And this, you start with a soft succulent card base. And I love the ones that open. Again, all of my card fronts, you can use them on the book style. But this one is cut. So it's an 8.5 by 11 piece of paper. So it's cut. It's left at the 11, and it's cut at 4 1/4 and scored at 5.5. And then we have a piece of basic white that is our background. And so then it is the 5 3/8 by 4 1/8. And then our designer series paper, this beautiful Ever Eaten designer series paper, is the 4 by 5.5, or 5 1/4. Yeah, 5 1/4. So you can layer that on there. And then I have a piece, although this looks like this is the same. That's your inside piece, which should be 5 1/8 by 3 7/8, the inside. And then I used my Stitch So Sweetly dies, which I love these dies. And if you don't have them, there is a special that's coming up on the 16th through the 18th where you can get these at 20% off. But the Stitch So Sweetly dies are my favorite, and that's actually the die set that I'm using today to make for both cards. They have, for the second card, we're using these. We're using these two dies, and they have two other ones in the set. But we're using this fabulous one to cut the gold vellum, shimmer vellum, and then this one for our basic white. We're going to stamp our sentiment on. These are so pretty, and they make such fabulous cards. So fabulous. Love, love, love. Like that. Like, if you don't have that yet, that's one of those staples you totally need. Okay, and so we have that. And then I do have a piece of cherry cobbler. That is the 4¼ by 1 inch. It's going to be our like a little bit of break there. You can also emboss this. Usually I use ribbon, but we're actually going to use the ribbon to make kind of like a little floral, but almost like a little flower right here, like a little half ribbon bow right there. It's fun, so that you don't have to have like a lot of ribbon. So you don't use as much ribbon, but it's super cute. And that is with the shimmer ribbon, which is the gold shimmer ribbon that is in the annual catalog. And then this fabulous cherry cobbler in gold, which I believe is in the mini. So love of love. So we're going to use just little pieces of these. I'll show you how to do that. That one is for the other. And then, of course, I always love to cut strips of my designer series paper for the inside and the back of the card, because it's not really done until you it always feels naked without it. So I always like to cut these little strips, and they're just half an inch by 4 is what I usually put on the inside. So let's do our stamping. So this is a really fun stamp set that a lot of them can use, that probably matches a bunch of a lot of your images that you have. But it's a really nice, because it's kind of a musical theme. The Holly Jolly, have a Holly Jolly Christmas, jingle all the way. Yeah, that's really cute. But I'm going to use, for the front of this one, we're going to do it's the most wonderful time of the year. And I'm going to use my Evening Evergreen ink pad. So I went ahead and already mounted my stamp. So let me get that nice and inked. And I'm just going to stamp that right here. Actually, I think I can zoom in a little bit. So you can see that. You won't see my head. Just like that. Isn't that beautiful? It's so nice. So nice. Okay, and that's it. That is all you need to stamp for our front. And then we just need to, oops, no, don't want to end the live. Then let's gather our pieces together, and we're just going to use some glue to put them together. So I need to open a new glue. The other one was just about completely out earlier. Okay. Oh, so these are super cute and super quick. And today it's so exciting. It's hard to almost focus because our onstage event starts 5:30 my time. Very excited. I've already seen that our fellow demonstrators in Australia and New Zealand, they've already gotten there. Have already gotten to see the new catalog, and from what it sounds like, it's going to be spectacular. I mean, they're always pretty awesome. But so we have our onstage, which is a demonstrator event that we have every year. Usually they're in really fun, fabulous locations. But this year, like last year, it is online, which is pretty awesome too, because we can see each other online, and we also can look at things multiple times. So that's kind of fun, but it's still exciting. We still got lots of loot. Very excited. So it starts in a couple hours. Right before I was starting to get on, I saw that Kylie in Australia was talking about how awesome the new catalog is. Not that is never not awesome, but so just use some glue to put that on there, and it is such a beautiful piece. Like, I just really love this Ever Eating paper. I'm sad that it's only going to be here for a couple of months, and then it's going to be gone. And then I'm just going to use the cherry cobbler to go across, just like that. So super cute, super easy. Okay, so then for when I put together the sentiment, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to glue my stamp sentiment onto my piece of vellum. Right, and the thing with vellum is you can see through the vellum. So usually I'll put the glue on and put the tag on, and then I'll turn it over and put the Stampin' Dimensionals. And you put them behind here so that we can hide. Now, this time when we do it, we're going to actually put these, I'm going to slip these underneath. So you want to make sure that when you're putting this on, you're going to leave, you don't want to put any Stampin' Dimensionals right here on this side, so that you can just tuck those underneath. So let me get some Stampin' Dimensionals. Okay, so that's the front. Right there. Yeah, I'll put one right here, because I'm going to leave that because that's where the that other piece is going to be. So it's just going to go just like that. Oh, so pretty. Love, love, love. Okay. I really like this shimmer vellum, and it goes a long way, although it is so super gorgeous. So gorgeous. So if you're wanting to find, if you don't really want to do the foil, but you want to add some gold glimmer, I'm telling you that this gold shimmer is so pretty. Shimmer vellum. Okay, so then we need to add our little pieces of ribbon. So what's fun about the ribbon is you do not need a lot. You don't need a lot of ribbon. And you just need to make like a little, it's about 2 inches, right? You only need like, because you're only going to make little bitty loops of them. And if you get the packet, you will have them. And all you will have to do is put the little glue, and I think it's about 2 inches. Yeah, about 2 inches, because you only need about 1 inch for a loop. And then you take your glue dots, so you'll definitely need glue dots for this project, because that's how you're going to stick them together. And so I just, still need my glasses so we can see the glue dots. You're just going to put a little, you'll need a glue dot to put to stick them together. So if you want it to be however you want your bow to be, if you want it straight up and down, or if you want it to be a little bit sideways, however you want your bow to look, how you want your ribbon to look, that's what you need to do. This one I'll spread it apart a little bit. And then you put another piece. Oh no, I can hear my my computer. I had turned it off earlier, hoping that it wouldn't get too hot, but my husband's gonna have to look at it again. And then I put another glue dot on the second, so I can just go. I'm just gonna tuck them both under here like this, so that it looks the way you want it. And then press down after you've got it where you think you want it. And then we have to put our other little piece of shimmer ribbon here. Do the same thing. So that you can do this with any of your ribbons if you want to add just a little bit of ribbon, but you don't want to like a huge amount, a bow, but it looks so pretty just adding that little bit. Not pretty? Oh, love, love, love. That's it. Now we just need to do some jewels and have my holiday gems. And if you spend $50 in my online store, I will send you a free pack of these gems as well. And I actually used, now there are gems that come with this paper, but I love these, the holiday rhinestone jewels. And so I'm just going to put a couple of these on, and I put them like they're berries onto, just like that. So depending on where you want them to go, how the piece of paper cuts, put them on there, just like that. Isn't that pretty? So pretty, so pretty. Okay, so then we need to finish the back and the inside. So so for the inside and for the back, did I get this? Yeah, that's the right size. I of course love to use these strips, but I also wanted to do a different stamp on the inside. So I did the Merry Christmas to You. So I used that with the Evening Evergreen. that in here on camera. Isn't that pretty? Oh. And then I'm going to do it on the back. Just like that. So pretty. And just use my chamois to clean those off. And then, of course, let's put the, close this up. Get it. There we go. And then use my glue to add my little strips. Man, the only problem with having a brand new piece, a brand new glue, is that it just wants to get so much. I definitely have a trouble with that. With new glue, I kind of have I make kind of a mess. I need my glue eraser, my craft eraser. I use it way too much because the glue gets out of hand. Go. And this one looks like, I think this is a card front, so this is a little bit bigger than I usually do on the inside. Usually like the 5 1/8 by 3 7/8. This looks like this is a 4 by 5 1/4 maybe. Let's see. I did get a little bit of glue right here. Like I said, I always have my glue. I always have one of these. Always have one of these handy. Make sure I don't have any spots. I always get glue everywhere. Looks good. Oh, love, love, love. Isn't that pretty? So pretty. And then, of course, I always like to add my, ooh, look at that. I just got my fingers, put my fingers right in there. It's one of the things I love about my chamois is that I can use that to clean my fingertips off. And I put my fingers accidentally into my ink. And I just re-inked this pad, so it's very juicy. So yeah, my Stampin' Up logo. This is from the hand stamped for you. It's the annual catalog, my little logo that I keep there, Stampin' Up logo. So there you go. How super cute and quick is that? You let that DSP do all of the work, and then you can just add a few little jewels, a little bit of ribbon, and that gold shimmer. Oh, the shimmer does a lot of work for you. It's so pretty. So pretty. Awesome sauce. Okay, so that's the first card. So the second card, oh, and I guess you can totally, I always forget to do this, but you can always add your message to your front of your card too. And you can also use some of that same Designer's Choice paper, and you could add it to your envelope if you wanted to add a piece of it up here, to cut it, to add a piece like that too, which also looks pretty, but also just adding the words to it makes it nice as well. Okay, so in the next card, now I've already done all of the embossing. Close this. For the kit. So when you get the kit, it'll already be embossed. I'm just telling you though, this the Merry Melody 3D embossing folder is gorgeous, super gorgeous, and it is such a lovely, fabulous impression. It'll look really great on gold foil as well. So nice. But it looks really good with the white. And sometimes you want a pretty clean card. I don't usually do a lot of clean cards. I always want to add a bunch more things to it. But I thought I'd try. It looks really pretty with that embossing folder. So again, I'm using the soft succulent, but this time I am doing the 8.5 by 5.5 and then scored at 4 1/4. And then it is actually landscape instead of the regular portrait. So it is like a book. And we're just going to add that on there. If you wanted more dimension, you could pop this up on Stampin' Dimensionals, but I did not because we're going to put some layers on top. And when you are mailing, you want to not have like a ton of layers. That looks so pretty. see that good? So nice. It does a great impression. So fabulous. And then, okay, this is my inside. And when I do my example, okay. And so for this one, we have this really pretty, we're going to use that really pretty, and again, I used the Stitch So Sweetly dies. So this die and then this one. And I will have all these measurements will be up onto my website. I don't know if I'll get them up tonight or they'll be up tomorrow morning. But hopefully I'll get those up for you guys, hopefully tonight. And then I did cut 2 more pieces of that same designer series paper strips for the inside and the back of my card. So this one is Fa La La. So we've got a Joy to the World embossed front piece, and then we're going to use the Fa La La on the outside, and then We Wish You a Merry Christmas on the inside. So it definitely goes with that musical theme. But so let's go ahead and stamp our sentiment with the Evening Evergreen again. Stamp that right there. Just like that. Very nice. So pretty. It's got the stitching and the scallops, so it's very pretty. But what we're going to do next is we are going to use the some of the soft, succulent organdy ribbon. Open weave. I'm sorry, it's open weave ribbon. It's very pretty. It has these in all of the our new in colors. And you're going to make like a little ribbon, almost like your Courage of ribbon, just like and then just snip. You'll have it snipped, just like that. And again, the same way we're going to put, you're going to need to put a glue dot on here so that you've got your circle and then it comes out. But this time we're going to actually layer it behind our sentiment, so it's like this. You guys see that? So then you're going to put it on the front instead of on the back of it. You're going to put a glue dot on the front, and then you're going to stick it to the back of your sentiment, however you want it to go. Just like that. Isn't that pretty? Oh, so pretty. And then you need your Stampin' Dimensionals. And I am going to put it so it overlaps a little bit. So when you're doing this, overlap it a little bit to help stick it on. You don't need a lot of dimensionals for that. And we're just going to stick it onto our, yeah, we definitely need it in that corner. Put these in the corners. You can also cut these in half. Probably fit better. Just like that. Right, so you want to give it some stability, but then it kind of goes over the ribbon a little bit, but the sticker, the glue dot holds it on to the back. Then we're just going to put it on here. Oops. In the middle. Love how well these the Stitch So Sweetly dies. Look at that. Oh, so cute. Oh my gosh. So fabulous. And then we're just going to glue it to the card base. So when you're positioning it, make sure that you've got, especially if you're going to mail it, that you've moved your Fa La La enough, your sentiment layer up enough so that your ribbon doesn't hang over. If you're not going to mail it, it doesn't make as much of a difference. But when you mail it, it's nice. I'm going to keep it in that envelope. So, but it is definitely going to go in this bottom corner. Bottom right corner. Just glue that on. Isn't that pretty? Oh, so pretty. So pretty, so easy, and so pretty. I love that. It's a fun way to use your ribbon. And so I don't We have some of those the other succulent, um, they're more like, oh, I don't know, they're like the marquee, and I didn't really like the way those looked with this. So what I did actually, and you can do these with all of your rhinestones, is you can color them. So in this set of holiday rhinestones, we have these really light for like pool party. So if you have if you have white rhinestones, you can do that with the pool party. They're already almost the right color. So I'm actually going to just use my soft succulent, my dark soft succulent Stampin' Blend, and I'm just going to go over it and add a little bit of color to the pool party, and that turns it to a pretty close to the color of the soft succulent. It's like having colored, because the shade spruce are just a little too dark, although they would work too, but and the pool party would work too. But just adding a little bit of your Stampin' Blend of the dark soft succulent makes the color match, and I love it when the color matches. And then I'm just gonna put those on. My card front there, and oops, right there. I'm gonna take a big tool. Muy bien! And that's all you need for the front. How gorgeous is that? Super quick and so pretty. So pretty. So if you have to make a bunch of cards, embossing folders, man, if you're not going to just add a little bit of designer series paper, makes it look really fancy without having to be totally too complicated. Okay, so now we need to do our inside layer. And that's going to go right in here. And I wanted to do a different sentiment. Again, I want to use the Wish You a Merry Christmas, or We Wish You a Merry Christmas. Keep that song theme going. Getting that glue that's almost done. And I'm going to take one of my 1/4 inch strips. Now these ones aren't by 4, these are by 5. These strips, since I am going long ways, kind of have, not really, but kind of have a direction. So add that to the back. Way too much glue on that side, of course. Did pretty good on the other one. This one I got too much glue. I made a huge mess. Huge mess. So let that dry while I do this one. I'll go back with my eraser. So you can also use your Stampin' Seal, especially if you're like me and you want to have a lot. When I use the foil, I love to use my seal because I make such a mess with the glue. The glue like really smudges on the foil, but the designer series paper and the regular cardstock, it comes off pretty good using one of these erasers. Okay, so I've got my little that on. I want to add my We Wish You a Merry Christmas. So these ones you just have to stamp the sentiment. There's no stamping of images, having color really, the rhinestones. So it's a very easy, fun, easily assembled Christmas card that you can probably knock out a bunch. They are so super cute. I love this designer series paper. Like I said, the Ever Eden designer specialty designer series paper, because it has that gold, is only available while supplies last, or till January 2nd, as well as the cotton paper. But this is so pretty. So if you want a lighter green for Christmas, with that soft succulent, I just really like this soft succulent. It has really grown on me. I made a huge mess with the glue. Huge mess. But, and like I said, we used to sell these. It's been in the sandbox to get them back, but you can get these on Amazon, or I even think they have them at the dollar store. But Michael's, Joann's have them. And then I want to make sure I put my Stampin' Up logo on the back. Yay! Muy bien. So pretty, so pretty. There we go. We wish you a Merry Christmas. Oh, I have to glue this one in, don't I? I started to be, I thought I was almost done with that glue. It's such a mess, the glue. Go. Why I want to always put it. I love the glue because I can move things around. Man, I can get really gooey fingers with it. There we go. We wish you a Merry Christmas. Isn't that pretty? So pretty. Love, love, love. Okay, so I hope you guys like today's quick but fabulous Christmas cards using the Holly Jolly Wishes stamp set that is in the July to December mini catalog. So you can still get this now, and you can have plenty of time to make some cards before you want to get these out in the mail. I think they want us to get stuff out in the mail earlier than usual, even to make sure people get them before Christmas. And those are pretty. Oh, love, love, love. And like I said, the Ever Eden, you can find that in my online store. And I'll have all of the information on my blog, as well as the measurements. And if you spend $30 in my online store, I will send the card kits to you so that you will have two that you can make. All right, so then, let's see, I have exciting. So we have, oh, I want to show you this first. We're having a seasonal sale. So I think I mentioned before, between the 16th and the 18th of this month, so that's next week, we are having a fabulous flash sale. So it's just those 3 days, and it's, I think it's, I can't even read my thing. I was going to make sure. It is 10% off of cardstock, 15% off your inks, and 20% off of dyes. So from the annual catalog. So the inks, it doesn't include like the Memento. It's just Stampin' Up inks, ink pads. But cardstock is 10% off, and I know I need some new cardstock. And we always want to stock up for the holidays if you're going to make some of those cards. This is a great time to get those supplies. So it's the 16th through the 18th, as well as any of those dies that you've been wanting to get that you haven't, like the Stitch So Sweetly dies that are so fabulous. 20% off. You can't beat that unless you're a demonstrator. And we also have that joining special also going on right now. It's $75 instead of the regular $99 for $125 worth of product, plus free shipping, plus a free sample paper pumpkin. You also get a few catalogs in there too. No obligation. Oh my gosh. You'll get to see the new catalog that's going to be coming out and pre-order. So exciting in December. But on top of those, the 10, 15, and 20%, you can have your 20%. So what's really awesome is that Stampin' Up lets us stack our discounts. So as a demonstrator, you save 20%, which is one of the reasons I love being a demonstrator, is to get that discount. But when we have these flash sales, we can stack that. So I will save the 10% on top of my already 20% for cardstock. So it's a great deal. So if that's something you guys are interested in, want to get the most for your money, it's the best time to be a demonstrator. And I'd love to have you on my Stampin' Lovelies team. So if you have any questions, you can definitely email me. I'll have all the information in the body of this video. And of course, it's on my website. So very exciting. And then again, I mentioned that the Ever Eden stuff is still available and is only while supplies last for the gorgeous specialty paper, Ever Eden specialty designer series paper, the cotton Ever Eden paper, as well as those gems that are really pretty. And they're like cranberry and soft succulent, but they've got the marquee. They're really pretty. So keep that in mind. And then, of course, you can still also get the bundle, which is gorgeous. I think we've got a bunch of projects. I've got a bunch of them up on my website as well. And I did not remember to pull up a new, we just ended the last period for our paper pumpkin, but I just saw that it's going to be a punny pumpkin with a kind of a building stamp set. I think there was like an image of a banana. There's gonna have like with a mustache. It looks so adorable. It's got puns, and I have a son that loves puns. Actually, my sister loves puns, so I'm excited about that. So I'll have more about that later too, about the newest paper pumpkin that will be available until December 10th. But anyway, if you need anything, make sure you use my host code. And like I said, if you spend $30 at my online store or more, I will send you guys the make and takes for these two projects. And if you spend $50 or more in my online store, I'll also include a pack of the holiday rhinestones to add, so you can add that sparkle to your holiday projects. So I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. So excited. We're going to start on stage. It's only in a couple hours. Cannot wait. And I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Thanks for joining me. Bye. Happy crafting.